So this camera is sold out everywhere at the moment, and Fujifilm have put a hold on all orders due to demand issues. Is this 3-year-old camera really worth the hype? Let's talk about it. So I picked up this camera about a year ago. I picked it up because I wanted something lightweight that I could carry around everywhere with me and not worry about carrying any lenses. It's very compact, as you can see, very nice and light. It's got a beautiful 35mm, 23mm lens, which is an equivalent in full frame to a 35mm. It goes down to f2, so it's nice wide open. So obviously every single camera has pros and cons. Is this camera really worth the hype? If you want the short answer, absolutely yes. This is the best dad cam you can possibly find to document your family, to document travels. It's nice and light. I put it in this bag here. That's all I do. I put it in here like this. Zip it up. Just like that. And don't worry about it. So I'm just going to go quickly through the pros and cons, in my opinion, after 1 year of use, so that you can make a more informed decision if this really is worth the hype. Number one is size and weight. So size and weight of this camera is absolutely amazing. It weighs next to nothing. And another pro of this is also it looks unprofessional. This can be a really big positive, especially in museums or for street photography or documentary photography, or if you're photographing protests, for example, where professional cameras are not allowed. Nobody's going to stop you holding this camera. They think that you're holding a toy, and that can be a massive, massive positive. Second is image quality. The image quality on this sensor is obviously one of the best that Fuji have ever made. It's the same sensor as the X-T4 and also the same sensor as the XE4. So you're getting amazing image quality. You're getting really rich colors. The film simulations are absolutely incredible in this camera. Getting the same results as an X-T4 with a 23mm f2 pretty much. In my opinion, this lens is actually better than the 23 f2. So the third positive is the looks. This camera is absolutely gorgeous, especially in this beautiful silver color. It's got the nice dials on the top here, like the old school film cameras. It looks nice and compact. Fourth thing is ease of use. So let me show you how I use this camera. You put it in auto ISO, auto shutter speed, and you just adjust the aperture. So aperture priority, you let the camera do everything else. All you do is you point and you shoot, and you have to focus only on your composition, and it frees your mind in a way where you don't thinking about settings, you're not thinking about your right exposure. All you do is set the correct aperture that you want for creative purposes, and you just shoot away and you enjoy the process. This is the most enjoyable camera I have ever used in my life, and I've owned a lot of cameras. Nothing, absolutely nothing, has the feeling that this camera has when you shoot it. Trust me guys when I'm telling you, try this camera out for yourself. It has an amazing feeling that frees you and frees your mind from worrying about settings. Positive number 5 is it's fun to use. Now, you can have the most technically sound camera possible, the most expensive and most professional camera with all the features out there, but it's not fun to use. So if there's a camera that you have and it's not fun to use, what's the point of it? I've got my X-T4 here, I've got my XE4, I've got a bunch of cameras here sitting here. Sometimes I just want to go out for a walk. I don't want to carry my big camera. I don't want to carry this massive zoom lens. I don't want to carry lenses in general. So sometimes I just want to walk around. Sometimes when my daughter's running around, or she's playing, or she's having a moment, or she's doing something cute, and this camera is just sitting on the table, it's very, very easy to use. It's very quiet. I just whip it out. I pretend I'm playing with the settings, and I take sneaky photos of her, and I get some of my best images with this camera because it's so easy to use. It's a step above your iPhone or your smartphone. Your smartphone is not really inspiring to take out and take a photo. This camera, however, gives you that satisfaction of the click and the shutter button and composing the image. And it's got a beautiful OVF and EVF. I use the screen mainly, the back LCD, and I shoot like that. It's got the flip out screen, which flips out like that. Okay, and it's very nice and thin. So it's a very easy camera to use, and because it's so easy to use, you're more likely to take it out with you wherever you go. If you're going on a bike ride, if you're going on a hike, if you're just casually going for a quick walk, this is easy to carry, and you put it in your jacket, It can fit in your pocket depending how deep your pocket is. And you just casually walk around with it. I usually hang it off my wrist like this. I don't use a camera strap. I hang it off my wrist so that's easy. So if it accidentally falls, it's fine. And I just hold it here. In saying that, guys, there are some cons to this camera. Con number one is the battery life is not great. Okay, it's using the old XT3 batteries. So you're going to need some batteries with you. So take about maybe 2 batteries with you. You'll go for a very long time. So the battery life is not incredible. Another con is the grip. It's a very thin grip. You can buy a thumb grip here that attaches to the hot shoe. But to be honest, I'm not a fan of it. And I prefer to keep the form factor very small. There's no point in adding all these accessories and making the camera more bulkier. You might as well just go with an XE4 with a little 27mm. So you want to keep it as light as possible. You want to keep it as thin as possible. There's all these types of filters you can buy. And there's a filter that you buy for fully weather sealing. So the camera body is weather sealed, but the lens is not weather sealed. So you have to buy this filter to make it fully weather sealed, which is a bit annoying, but to be honest, it doesn't really need it. Don't take it out in pouring rain, obviously, but it's pretty, I've taken it out in light rain and it's been absolutely fine, so you don't really need it. Also, autofocus speeds. If you're under f4, anything under f4 and it gets a little bit dark, the autofocus struggles a little bit. You can work around it. To be honest, it gives you more time to compose and think about the photo that you're taking. Other than that, the camera is absolutely amazing and it definitely is worth the hype. This camera will be with me forever. I absolutely love it. If you're looking for a camera that is a parent camera, meaning you're photographing your family or you're documenting your family, or you want something for hiking or for travel that is very light and compact and it has incredible, absolutely incredible image quality, do yourself a favor and try to get one secondhand if you can. But I definitely recommend this camera, guys. I'm going to insert some images now, just so you can see what kind of images that I got over this 1 year that I've owned this camera. I hope you enjoy this video and I hope it was helpful. Comment down below any comments that you have about this X100V and your experience with it. Please like this video and subscribe to help this channel grow. Until next time, guys, keep shooting.